The US presidential election is one of the most important political events in the world. It not only determines the direction of the US's domestic and foreign policies for the next 4 years, but also has a profound impact on global economic, diplomatic, environmental, and security challenges. Therefore, the US presidential election is of unparalleled importance, and in this process, the media play an important role. Through news reports, analytical commentaries, and fact-checking, the media help voters gain a comprehensive understanding of the candidates, thereby making informed voting decisions. Of course, the media must adhere to certain ethical guidelines in their reporting. Fairness and impartiality is one of the key principles and an important ethical standard that the media should uphold in their coverage. Interestingly, the media do not act as reasonably or ethically as we might expect. On the contrary, due to differences in target audiences, funding sources, and historical backgrounds. Media companies often take specific political stances. For example, some media outlets lean towards the Democratic Party's viewpoints, while others are more inclined towards the Republican Party. Due to the influence of political stances and economic interests, some media outlets choose to directly violate the ethical principles of objectivity and impartiality in journalism. Failing to maintain an objective presentation of facts, this results in unequal treatment of candidates in media coverage, causing an imbalance in the information the public receives and undermining the fair environment of democratic elections. In the US, there are 2 media outlets that support the Democratic and Republican parties. The New York Times, known for its liberal editorial stance and reporting, it is widely perceived as leaning towards supporting the Democratic Party. Fox News, widely regarded as supporting conservative and Republican stances, especially on issues such as the economy and immigration. This is because the founder of Fox News, Rupert Murdoch, personally leans towards supporting the Republican Party. Because of the time limit, let's talk about Fox News on Lyothaw. The New York Times has a Democratic-leaning bias. It has not openly declared this in public. Fox News, however, is different. Not only does its founder support the Republican Party, but even Fox News anchor Pete Hegseth has repeatedly expressed his personal political bias in public, showing his support for the Republican Party. He has repeatedly praised Trump's policies and leadership style on his program, actively defending him. For instance, Hegseth stated on his show that Trump's military strategies demonstrated strong leadership and aligned with America's national interests. Additionally, he has shared pro-Trump statements on social media, emphasizing the positive impact of Trump's policies on the US. These public statements illustrate Hegseth's steadfast support for Trump, although Hegseth's actions are considered normal on the Fox News platform. From the perspective of media ethics, he has failed to achieve impartial and balanced reporting. By openly supporting a specific political stance, he undermines the objectivity that news reporting should uphold, violating the core principles of fairness and impartiality in media ethics. After Trump's election victory, Hegseth was also appointed as the U.S. Secretary of Defense. His political stance and vested interests are now quite apparent. During the U.S. presidential elections, major media outlets, driven by their political stances and underlying interests, often lose their position of fair reporting, violating media professional ethics. To cater to specific audiences and achieve higher traffic and ad revenue, media selectively report information favorable to their supported parties or candidates while amplifying negative news about opponents. Under the influence of political polarization, many media outlets have become noticeably biased towards a specific party, such as the New York Times leaning towards the Democratic Party, and Fox News supporting the Republican Party. Such partisan reporting not only weakens the role of the media as public watchdogs, but also exacerbates societal polarization through selective interpretation and agenda setting, deviating from the principles of objectivity and impartiality in journalism.